Yo, but let's be a buck. Fuck Sky Sports, bro. If you guys do want to cover the World Cup, you'll have just stayed home.
I'll lie, bro.
Why you
was it Sky Sports or BBC?
Sky Sports, start Kave homie. Msewa Saddam.
Yeah,
Kave anakuja jana the World Cup still I still hold on to the fact that the World Cup should not have been held in Qatar.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm like, bruh, you guys are,
I feel like the whole world knows. Everyone understands the agenda of the England and America specifically because they're the ones who missed out on the last two World Cups, right?
Tuna campaign bro 2026 pelekwe Saudi, Iraq, Iran, moja hizo matatu huko.
Tupate maviza hata sisi tuende tuangalie man.
States unless tuanze kuapply sahi.
Wallahi what you start applying now for you to get
I saw a tweet some players hata watapata visa bro.
Unafanya application unakadi title deed bana.
Vizuri CR7 na retire mapema huko angeenda.
We are back and we just want to say thank you to Coca-Cola for partnering with us and sponsoring this video. It's been an amazing journey with the World Cup. By far the best World Cup I've ever watched. And Saddam, any thoughts?
Oh yeah, facts. Best World Cup. Best World Cup. I think people chose to love it because there's a community of people that try to make us hate this World Cup. And
yes.
I think that kind of backfired horribly. Best World Cup ever.
All right, so enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe just before we get into it, and let's get cracking. Okay, so and Kiadia, Saddam, Naeem, welcome back to the show as always. A pleasure. And just a major thank you for the people that pulled up to Bottle Top KE and experienced the World Cup final, the greatest ever World Cup final. With us. Thank you so much for showing up. Vibes.
Thank you.
Vibes, guys.
Full on vibes, bro. Full on vibes.
Massive, man.
I'm not. See, Nimesema, thank you on your behalf. I didn't say on behalf of the team.
Yeah.
You guys saying thank them yourself.
No, I was actually quite happy and humbled that we got a final to match the crowd. I feel like the football was a spectacle enough.
Only not for the first 78 minutes.
No, I think it was good. I think it was tense.
So Naeem, as one of the guys who was watching the final from the back, so now I was able to see like the whole crowd and vibes. Around the 50th minute, guys I was with just started chatting like, yo, just look at everyone. Everyone was doing their own thing. Yeah. Guys weren't watching the game that much. So we're like, if this continues, this might be one of the worst.
Honestly, English like, 2-0, it would have been hands down.
Facts.
Horrible.
Ilikuwa inaenda kubru hivyo.
But Mbappe ni nani? Who is Mbappe?
Wait, are you guys done thanking the people? Your people that also...
Yeah. Thank you, man. You
thank all of y'all. Pretty people. Beautiful people. Good vibes.
Nah, it was brilliant, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. As always, let's get right into the football. And obviously, this is probably the best final that it's the best final I've ever watched. How many
Oh, yeah. You weren't watching football in 05.
1998. 1998.
No, you didn't watch Champions League final between Milan and Liverpool, right?
Yeah, that's 05.
No, I'm talking about World Cup, guys. Is Coke paying us to talk about Champions League right now? I'm getting a Heineken.
Oh wait, is Coke paying us?
Coke is paying us.
Yeah, it is a paid partnership, bro. We love Coke. Thank you very much. So listen, let's get right into it. 1998, 2002. 2006, 2010, 2014, 2018, none of the World Cup finals matched this one. None portrayed a handing of the baton the way this has. There were so many stories being written about the World Cup final on the day. Literally on the day, there were many stories being written about different players, different personalities, different coaching styles. And for me, it was, I get what you mean about how, like, obviously at the Bottle Top, there were a lot of people talking and whatnot. I was there, right in front of it, lost my seat thanks to some people who didn't care about holding on to my seats. Name, Bob. Thank you very much. But we were there, I mean, I stood for 120 minutes? Honestly, I was mesmerized. Because for 70 minutes, 80 minutes, you had the story of Messi and how he's dominating the game, right? But then you had the enigma of Mbappe, right? In just 2 minutes, like split second, flips the game over its head. And that's the quality of a player like Mbappe. That's the quality of a player in a football game of that, like at that level. They can easily just turn things around so quickly. When you're looking at other sports, Formula One and whatnot, right? Unless it takes something crazy like a crash or something, like a Latifi thing, you know? Other than that, you can always predict this guy's on a Sunday cruise. Yeah, you get all those stories, right? Golf, it's tennis, all these one-man sports. It plateaus, right? With football, that's the problem. It doesn't plateau because you just never know when something like that can happen.
The coach will make a change.
Bro, we had a Latifi on the pitch.
Who was that?
Latifi moment.
Lautaro.
Otamendi. That final was as easy as it comes, bro.
Lautaro.
Lautaro, that's a criminal. By himself, Lautaro's a criminal. By himself, that guy. And then he was the guy, he's even standing on top of Messi.
Yeah.
In the legendary photos that Messi is meant to be holding cup.
He was just above him.
Just above Messi. In the changing room, he's the one standing on the table with Messi. Of all people, bro. Not Alvarez, not.
You know, it's funny, after the 123rd minute chance that France lost, the guy, great goalkeeping, honestly.
Great save, huh?
A lot of people were saying that you hit him.
No. That's what initially you'd think that because he just going to shoot power pick. You'd think that initially, but you can replay the guy was like he made it so hard. Immediately counter, cross, Martinez clears. Like,
6-yard box.
ball inakuja hivi anarudisha huko.
Edge ya 6-yard box.
I love how
uko peke ndio umeruka. It's been clipped vizuri to your head.
Lukaku would be proud.
Hella.
No, honestly, it's the neck movements of the guy because he did this and the ball went through there. You know, like kichwa ilikuwa sawa, the positioning of the head was sawa.
Lautaro is even a criminal because he doesn't even feel bad when he misses, bro. He's not even those guys. At least Lukaku has the faces.
He's letting you know I feel bad. Yeah, it's true.
In fact,
He'll do something.
we can't even call him Martinez anymore, man. He's giving that Martinez name a bad
Martin.
rep, bro.
Mato, you get No, but in the build-up, was there anything that stood out for you up until the 80th minute?
Mbappe.
Honestly,
No,
Mbappe.
until the
Up until the 80th minute. Mbappe stood out.
Mbappe stood out for me because Mbappe was silenced completely by the tactics that were employed at the start.
Yeah.
Which was simple, which was just like have De Paul and Molina on the right-hand side. Those two guys will cover defensively. Di Maria, instead of playing him off the right-hand side, play him off the left, then Di Maria can attack Koundé on that side.
Very good tactic.
So it was that for the whole game managed to curtail Mbappe. Then when Di Maria went off,
Bro, for someone who hadn't slept, you remember a lot of things.
that game in particular, because immediately, you remember even when we got the first question we were talking about was like, why Di Maria starting?
Yeah, those are questions.
Yeah.
I agree. I also was questioning it.
Yeah,
honestly.
Di Maria starting, all that type of stuff. But like I said yesterday, Di Maria is the coolest big game player that I've seen in
Equally. Even the Madrid time, those finals, he would turn up.
2014 La Decima, man of the match in the final.
Yeah.
All their Copa,
Those Barcelona games,
the
he used to
Barcelona
turn up.
games turns up. All Argentinian trophies that they've been won. He's got the final goal in the Copa America final. That's whatever cup that was that champs of Copa and champs of Euros play. Scored in that game.
Is it called a Clásico or something?
Yeah, it's something.
Something.
Yeah, but he's that guy you can rely on in that moment. And Scaloni really impressed me with how he approached the game. And those 80 minutes stood out because Mbappe was nowhere to be seen.
But I also feel like Deschamps was very naive in terms of Rabiot didn't play in the semis. And I feel like, what's his name? That kid that played in semis. Fofana.
Yeah, he played Fofana.
I think Fofana and Camavinga should have come on way earlier.
But is there something to be said about France and the illness issues we heard about? The air conditioning being turned up or something?
I mean, I don't know. What I think it's...
It was Varane and Konate who were sick. Right?
No, there was a number of players. Even at Rabiot as well.
Theo
A number of them
Hernandez.
were sick.
Yeah, bare none of them.
But I feel like, I don't know how to explain it. So many players in the tournament were complaining about the ACs. Because not everyone is used
Brazilian
to.
players were complaining.
Just
The
Anthony.
Dutch guys were the first guys, Kina Frankie and
Yeah.
Wait, just
But
Anthony.
just
though.
Anthony.
Brazil was
Brazil was
just
just
Anthony. bro.
No, but we agreed Anthony was speaking for everyone, no?
He didn't say on behalf of the team.
No,
bro.
he's the one with the cojones.
Cojones.
to go against.
Cojones. Like I said, cojones. You get bro. Anyway, Di Maria's impact was even more impressive because remember he missed some games through injury, and for him to come back, 3 games in total,
Yeah,
right,
he
including
missed-
the semifinals.
yeah,
missed
he
the
didn't play for the last 3 games.
For him to come back and drop that performance was insane. But then the problem with
something to shout out on Di Maria.
Uh-huh.
They lost the 2014 final because he missed the final through injury.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Missed the final through injury.
Mad.
So Di Maria is that guy.
It's really good to have a real Argentina fan in the studio, man.
I'm a Brazil fan, bro. I'm Team Messi. I'm not Team Argentina, bro. You're not gonna see me shout "Campeone del Mundo Argentina" or some shit.
Don't be Aguero.
Aguero jumped on that bandwagon.
You see
My guy was touching that shit, bro.
You see what John Terry said about Aguero?
Yeah,
Might as well have worn the shin pads and boots as
Yeah,
well.
bro. Wallahi.
Killer kid.
Cigar. He had a cigar in the changing room.
Yeah.
And then he had
the guy who just suffered a
flipped
half.
over his buds to make
Look
it
like
look
a man.
And then remember, this is the same guy who just suffered a heart attack or something like that, or he was suffering heart problems. Anyway, just going back to the whole Mbappe thing, right? There was a girl who was like, so this game is gonna end like this, right? I was like, nah, football changes so quickly. Then the penalty, Otamendi, thank you very much. He's just the South American Mustafi as far as I'm concerned. And it's funny because they were both partners at Valencia. Hilarious, honestly. The stories.
And then that partnership, Man City saw something there, and Arsenal saw something there. Shut up. Arteta and his partner, what a willy. They saw something. Chukua huyu na chukua huyu.
Arteta played with Mustafi Zaha.
Oh, really?
I think so. Anyway.
Maybe probably.
Yeah.
We'll still blame him.
That's way years. Anyway, Otamendi does his thing, but then for Mbappe to score the goal the way he did, guys, like
Second goal. Oh,
the
yeah,
second goal was insane.
yeah.
You know why? Because this guy is a guy who's been out of the game for how long, right? He's by halftime we were talking about it. He had 3 touches or something.
Yeah.
And then he plays that 1-2 with a header, and to take it first time after you've been shut out the whole game, insane.
He wasn't getting tired though. Did you come and notice?
But
like
he
wasn't
120th
getting
minute,
tired.
he was sprinting.
And he was still dribbling them.
So-
The thing that was really impressive about Mbappe this tournament was he can take on 2-3 men at the same time.
But
And
this,
in moments that you didn't expect a goal, just having 3 players marking him would cause space for others. And I thought that's what would happen against Argentina, but it didn't. But he's just such a big game player. And like Zoom said, the ability to completely change a match cannot be understated, man.
He is 23, and the confidence he's playing with at that level, he looked so unbothered. Like sometimes you'd see some of the defenders trying to like piss him off, like some silly fouls. He is so unbothered. Like hajali.
It's not that he's not unbothered. I think it is a bit of that because you have to have some level of ego, right? But did you see him taking the penalties? He took the first one. None of that last bullshit. You know? When I used to take penalties for Bayern Leverkusen, okay, I always used to be the first one. Set the example. Messi did the same thing.
No, Van Dijk. We're here because we're talking about him, and because Van Dijk couldn't.
Because Van Dijk wanted to take the last one.
He took the first one and missed.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Neymar
just wanna
didn't take a penalty.
Neymar didn't get to take a penalty, but like just look at that. Though he took the penalty, right? Scored emphatically, and that, by the way, was his 3rd penalty.
Third penalty, the same. Often he's taking a pen against one of the keepers who are like his
The biggest shithousers.
He's good at goalkeeping, one.
Yeah.
And then
He's good at penalties.
He's a dickhead.
And he's also good at being a dickhead.
Yes.
Now, the thing is, what I noticed is when he went back to his team, started like high-fiving them, right? He looked like the most experienced player in that
That's
team.
insane.
At 23.
That's true.
And you know, when you compare like the narrative of Harry Kane, I've seen it online, it's like, that's actually mad.
Yeah.
Harry Kane, people were saying that Jordan Henderson didn't protect him, or it was like as if that's Jordan Henderson's fault.
now Harry Kane's thing was different, man. Just off the fact that that's your club mate. That's a guy you've been taking penalties with in training.
but
Nah,
would
it's
you
different,
say-
it's different to taking 3 penalties in a game. if you've taken 500 penalties against this guy.
I hear you, but would you say Hugo Lloris is a good penalty
He's
saver?
not a good penalty saver. Him himself, like that's the one thing. Lloris himself has come out and said, I'm not good at penalties. Lloris has never saved a penalty for
Hurricane
France.
just needed to hit
in a
on target.
shootout.
Honestly, he didn't.
Yeah.
Like that bare minimum hit target you score against Lloris. That's
so
it.
in a shootout, Lloris has never
That's mad.
saved a
For
penalty
France.
for France.
That's mad.
Fine, they've been in 3, but he's never saved a penalty. He saved them during the game, but not that time. But it's like, I don't know, from Mbappe I've had this shout, yeah? Just seeing how the game played out. Mind you, going back in history, I probably watched Mbappe's first game as a professional. Before...
Monaco.
Yeah, like when he was in Monaco, first game coming out, I'd had the hype from academy sides, and then I was just trying to keep up with
from your contacts.
Yeah, just now because I'd also Dembele, same thing. Dembele at Rennes before, when Dembele burst into the scene for Rennes, I'd heard about him in the academy. You know those like under 16 tournaments.
Yeah, from your network.
Mbappe, this confidence has been the same throughout. This level that Mbappe is playing with right now is the same level he was playing it when he was coming to kill Man City for Monaco. Same finishing, same that type. The whole game.
He rarely misses sitters.
He doesn't miss sitters because
he
he's
will.
finishing.
No, he will miss some chances.
those
Bro.
ones
Remember
the
the
chance he
Champions
missed?
League final, Bayern Munich 2020, PSG.
He has
He
less
missed some
memorable
chances.
Even
ones.
in the Euros for France, he missed some
missed
big
chances,
chances.
yeah.
He's
Yeah,
a
he's
gunman. Nah, like you see, fine. He's a gunman.
He missed a pen too.
That's given. He missed a
Yeah, he
penalty.
missed
To
a
the
penalty as well.
the one that got them out of the
Yeah.
Euros last. He took the 5th penalty and missed it, and France got knocked out. But my issue now in terms of this whole hat-trick narrative is what happened in the penalty shootout. There was no one else on that pitch who was going to take a penalty for France. And that's because the number 1 penalty taker is Giroud, the number 2 penalty taker is Griezmann. Mbappe is the number 3. Going by the first, I don't know, just off seeing the 3 penalties he scored, Mbappe isn't the guy you give the pressure situation to. If that was my team, Mbappe isn't the guy you give your pressure situation to. Because at 2-0, that penalty was not what you require for a 2-0 penalty. Lucky penalty that it went in. Martinez had his hand, hand on it.
Almost, but he hit it with such power.
You see, this is, I don't know, when I'm talking about standing out, yeah? You see, when you say it was a game on like storylines, the Messi storyline, Messi's 1 penalty managed to override both of Mbappe's penalties.
I don't think so.
In terms of what?
Just generally how the approach to it, the pressure situation that was there, how he took it, and the reaction to how he took it, even in the penalty shootout.
I don't know about you, but for me, if I've hit a penalty Harper and the keeper went there and couldn't stop it, that's a better penalty than Kumagwa. Because
Kumagwa, iya Messi ya sahi inapea teammates wako confidence. When I look at a keeper, approach him, casually strolling, slide the ball. That ball didn't blast it.
No. I mean, in terms of penalty quality,
It was
that
emphatic.
was the coolest.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't emphatic.
not the first one.
Yeah.
The penalty shootout one.
penalty
'Cause the
shootout.
penalty shootout one
Okay, talking about
set
penalty
the penalty
shootouts.
shootout one set
The tone.
for the rest of the game.
no, still, bro, that you to me doesn't
Hapana,
stand out.
mi tu ni kusema tu juu unaona ka penalty shootout venye imeanza. Martinez was on it for the first pen, got his fingertips on it already. Unaona confidence yake ya kupata hapo. Lloris from the first penalty, you knew hapa hakuna kitu hapa. As long as you just get your penalty on target, you're scoring.
I feel like the Mbappe pens, regardless of the technique taken or where the keeper was, right? Just the fact that Giroud is not on, Griezmann is not on, the first guys aren't on, right?
Yeah.
He stepped up and took his pens
Pogba.
in a World Cup final, right? And he's the first guy since 1966 to score a hat-trick in a final, right? At that age, that for me is already the biggest signal of the handing over the baton. Like Mbappe, in my opinion, with that performance and with everything that he's done so far, ever since Monaco days, right, is the next person to become the greatest of all time, potentially. Like, it's not going to be Haaland for me. It's not going to be Saka. It's not going to be Joao Felix. It's not going to be these kids, Vinicius Jr. It's not going to be them. Because Mbappe is just a different
And you see, the
level.
thing is, the scary part is, there's no one close to him. I don't see anyone like he can go toe to toe. If he wins, if he goes to Madrid, they win Champions League at least 2 in the next 5 years, right?
Minimum, yeah.
Minimum,
I'd
right?
say so, yeah.
Nah,
but you can't say
let's
that.
let me finish.
Let's not look at
Wait.
it that way because Madrid was able to assemble the Galacticos and never won shit with them.
No,
So
that's true, yeah.
Let's just
Wait,
look at
let me-
We
let me-
calm down.
no,
a
but
bit.
it's-
But this Madrid team, here's a point. Right
No.
now, what are they looking for? They need to just
I'm
get
talking
someone
about
to play
this
Benzema.
team. This team they have right now, they replace Benzema with Mbappe. They're way more that's scarier.
No, but
right?
they still need to replace Modric. They still need to replace.
No,
There's
there's
a lot of
Kuna-
work on the
There's
squad.
Camavinga,
No,
there's
If they replace-
Tchouameni,
if they
there's
replace-
Valverde.
if
How
they
they've
replace
already
Kuna-
replaced
Not a
them.
lot.
They've already replaced them.
My argument there, you can't replace Benzema with Mbappe and expect the same productivity.
All right. Well, we're
I
getting
don't-
deviated.
yeah.
We're derailing ourselves.
I know for a fact you can't play him as a 9. He hates playing as a 9, and that's clearly his main problem at PSG. That's why he wants them to bring in whoever to play as a 9 with him. Mbappe needs another striker. Mbappe is perfect for 4-4-2. If they can drop a 4-4-2 for him and play him with
or play 4-3-3.
4-3-3
And also
off the
if
wing.
Benzema was playing, I think he would have had more touches in that game.
If Benzema plays, I think, looking back at it, yeah, for sure. You can look at it and say there'll be more possession, there'll be more experience on the pitch, better quality, right? The fact that Giroud and Dembele were taken off at halftime with zero impact.
Do you guys know what was the issue with Benzema? And I was reading he has issues with some of his teammates right now.
No, that's just BS, man.
No. Deschamps sent him home
Yeah.
despite him thinking he can recover during the World Cup and make it back in time. He didn't think his injury was extensive enough for him to have to go home and leave the World Cup and then eventually see if it can come back. Because he was training. I watched some of the Ronaldo videos.
Yeah, played a friendly.
Yeah. Did he play friendly?
Yeah.
I saw Ronaldo training with him, and it looked like normal training, like he was part of the group
In Madrid?
In Madrid,
He played a training.
so for
Okay.
me, he was like, "Yeah, you guys. Now you're telling me to come back because we're in the final or some shit. I don't know. Fuck you guys."
Bro,
He even refused the presidential plane from Macron.
There's an issue with the whole France team, and
Okay.
I'm just glad they didn't win it finally because even the Pavard thing, Pavard came out with that whole I'm a fullback, whatever. They're playing other players back there. So there's an issue with the team in terms of selections.
Yeah.
So leakages, that type of stuff. France is
Rabiot's mom.
extremely toxic team. Like just inside.
Pogba's witchcraft.
Pogba's guys, but those Pogba's guys at least didn't come this time. But you're getting drama from Pavard. I don't know who Pavard thinks he is, but Pavard saying he's a better player than the guy who's starting.
Mad.
I mean, that Indian guy was shit.
That Indian guy.
The guy
What do
who
you
didn't
mean?
want to go to Chelsea, he wishes he went.
Kunde.
Kunde at right back.
Kuna Radbak, come on.
Di Magia ripped that guy
ripped him apart.
That's final. He was exposed by some.
Not
No, but he's
in a
not a
final.
very good
Not to guarantee that Pavard
fullback.
would have
He's
done
a
that.
centre back. That's
Yeah,
what
I
he
know.
is.
Yes, I'm saying Pavard's argument is you put a centre back there instead of me, who's I'm a right back.
I always thought Pavard was a right back. Was a centre back anyway.
Pavard.
Pavard's been a right back.
What do you
all
mean?
through.
He's never played a centre back.
He just looks like a right back.
That's okay.
He
He
looks
looks
like
like a
a-
centre
no, he looks
back.
like a
Yeah,
centre
but
back.
I started watching football in 2008, bro. Come on, man.
Nah, Pavard was banging in 18.
He scored that one goal against Argentina,
Yeah.
and that's it.
2018, the
Akapata
4-3.
akabaiwa
Your 4-3
Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich, yeah. He got that James Rodriguez hype.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, just going back to now where it was 2-2. Naeem turns to me and says, the best thing for this World Cup, Argentina go ahead. Specifically, Argentina go ahead. France equalize. Twende penas.
3-3 penalty shootout,
But
bro.
sasa again, na hii ndio shout yangu, VR dunia inafanya nini?
Kwa nini?
Useless.
A whole VR
From
in
semi-final.
in a
No,
World
but
Cup.
honestly, it's been so
No, bro,
useless.
in a
Semi-
World Cup final.
The first penalty wasn't
it's
a penalty,
that ever.
right?
It's not. Fuck the first pen. Fuck the second pen, bro. Those pens had contact. That was easy. That, as in me,
Yeah,
even,
it was.
even,
It
even,
wasn't
the,
a pen.
even the
It
last
was soft.
pen, if
Soft.
it was just off the handball fact, then sour. Give the pen. But the fact that this French guy, Konate,
guy held it.
Konate has gone at the ball with his arm. It's gone back to Mbappe. Mbappe has carved
Controlled it, yeah.
He's gone. Then it's a pen. VR. I don't know.
Like,
has gone out again.
VR
That's
was
exactly
getting
well, like, they were hyped. They were like, hey, this is the best World Cup.
Atalanta on a chance just casa down.
Saddam changed jerseys 3 times that day, bro.
I can't believe I went with 2 jerseys and I lost.
He lost both.
I lost the game. Like I was supporting 2 teams that day and I still lost.
What do you think we tell you? You don't think we mean it when we tell you you're a swara, bro?
That's insane. I'm almost
all right, so Messi wins his World Cup. Just a quick one. I didn't know that at the age of 23. Did you guys see that comparison?
No.
Mbappe compared to Messi at the age of 23.
Messi
Personal
was
stats.
way ahead. And this is where when it comes...
No, in terms of stats.
Messi in terms of stats. Messi by 23 had 2 Ballon d'Ors.
No, there's a Ballon d'Or discussion.
It's not even about Ballon d'Or discussion. By the age of 23...
No, it's about goals and assists.
I'm talking about goals, assists, trophies, stuff like that.
Messi's ahead.
He wasn't in the stats.
The last time I checked, Messi was ahead at 23. And mind you, Messi started
playing...
Was
that before the World Cup final?
Messi started playing at 18.
Maybe.
Messi started playing at 18 or 19. 19 is when he got into the team.
19, actually.
19 is when he got into the starting team.
Do you know why that stat Zoom saying is scary? Because in the next 5 years, in the next 6-7 years, who's going to be better than Mbappe?
Think about
so
it.
now here comes
the World Cup stats.
Because you're Messi.
Now guys, here comes my argument. Before we go into this whole who's going to be better than Mbappe shit, yeah.
Who's going to be better than Messi?
Because this whole better than Mbappe, as in for the future shit, yeah.
Ukisema Darwin Nunes wala una.
Hapana, mimi najaribu tu kwa realistic. Nile unaona kwenye tumeka Mbappe sahi. As much as we want to tunajaribu kukuwa na the next CR7 Messi
debate.
Shit time.
No,
as much as we are trying it happen. Haitaifanyika. Reason being, na kuna reason tu safi.
Aya, sema hiyo reason.
Kuna Messi hapo. Between Mbappe and Haaland, there's no Messi. They're both CR7s. So if you want to have a CR7 versus CR7 debate, who's better? Between CR7 or United and CR7 or Madrid, ndio unaweza compare. CR7 or United is literally Mbappe. CR7 or Madrid is literally Haaland. So that's just the difference between those two. Madrid guy purely focused on banging
goals.
The United guy
skills and
all around football.
Yeah.
Anajua atajaribu kuassist, atajaribu kufunga hivyo. So
isn't that the similarity?
There's no Messi. Like there's never
the style of football that Messi plays. You're saying
style of football, the
ability, the brain.
Skiza.
Messi, the brain.
Can we agree on one thing, right? The reason why Messi stands out is because he has so many Ballon d'Ors.
No.
Because listen, wait. In terms of style of play.
Well, usually that helps.
Wait. Because he wants to use style of play as something that distinguishes Messi above everyone else. Yes, he's smart. But
I'm sorry, it's just I can't help it. When you give me such content, bro, it's mad. I hope you guys are enjoying. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
So I
watch our subscribe kwanza. Kuna mchezo sana. Sikiza. Like someone can generally prefer how Ronaldinho used to play than Messi.
Yeah.
And someone can have a point.
Yeah.
So Messi's there's nothing really that stands out sana.
You're correct.
I think wait. There's nothing specific that stands out.
Messi is the best playmaker in the world. Messi is the best free kick taker in the world. Messi is the best
playmaker. You can put Ozil in that bracket.
Ozil is better. Let's just be realistic. Tuache kujaribu
in terms of making plays.
The best playmaker in the world is Messi.
No,
whether
of all time. Of all time?
He's the best playmaker ever. I'll say ever by the way.
No.
Assist wise,
there's so many better players. There's Zizou. I generally think he's much better in terms of playmaking.
You know playmaking.
Messi stands out because he can do a lot of things.
That's
not specific things.
Specific things. Like he scores goals. He's had 100 a year. I don't know if anyone can get.
Bro, I'm sorry. You need to do yourself a favor, and everybody else who is somehow backing Saddam. Right? There's a video on YouTube called YouTube channel called Magical Messi. Just look at the video where he's posted all of Messi's assists. When you look at those videos, you immediately recognize that Messi is at the very minimum at the same level as guys like Zidane, Ronaldinho, Kaká, Ozil.
No.
At the very minimum.
Ozil, Zizou kind of
at the very minimum. I'm sorry.
Ozil and Zizou slightly above him.
At playmaking, I'm telling you, he is up there at the very minimum. He is up there. And the thing is, he did it in a different way. Yes, he had a different style to it. I get it, right? Lots of slaloms and runs and whatnot. But then the quality of the passes.
Oh, Ozil, bro. Yeah.
He's up there.
Even
He's up there.
Ronaldinho used to have a good passage.
Ronaldinho had some of the best. He was up there. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Like Messi, I think what I now
It's
understand,
not that much
No, I think
different.
I now understand what Chiari is trying to say, right? Is that you can't compare someone like Mbappe or Haaland or any of these guys, not even Ronaldo, right, to the level of Messi. Because Messi was at the very minimum at the same level as the greats in every aspect of football. And then when it comes to goal scoring and dribbling, he was a cut above the rest.
No,
bro, if you look for the best playmaker, you said Ozil and Zizou. If you can place Messi there, if I go for the best goal scorer, I go for Ronaldo, I go for Pele, I go for whoever, I can place Messi there. If I go for the best free kick takers, I'll go for Juninho, I'll go for this, I'll put Messi there. If I go for the best passers, I'll go for this, I'll go for this, I'll put Messi there.
Put the dribblers.
So, you go for dribblers, you put your
Ronaldinho.
your Ronaldinhos, you still have to put Messi there.
But dribbling, Messi is not the best. Let's be very honest.
Nah, he's
There's
Close
so many-
control.
No, he is, bro.
Maybe top 5.
But
Top
you
five,
see,
you
that's
wouldn't
Top
put Messi
3
as
even. Top 3.
Top 3 is top.
No,
Bas.
top 5, bro.
Top 2, who's better?
I don't
Top
know.
5, bro.
Ronaldinho is better, I think.
No, Ronaldinho, it comes to flair,
Ronaldinho
nobody
and
cut.
flair.
nobody cut. That's flair.
Neymar is better. Neymar
dribbling,
is
getting the
better.
ball off Messi's feet.
Neymar is better.
Getting the ball off Messi's feet.
Mbappe
Not
is
about
better.
Sorry, no, like
Mbappe is better.
dribbling, you know, dribbling
not
is a
about
specific
skills,
Sour,
not about
sour,
skill
sour,
techniques,
sour.
not about the moves you can pull. It's about dribbling. Messi,
Beating your man, yeah.
Beating your
no,
man,
Beating your
yeah.
man.
He dribbles like Mata though. Like left
Mata
foot.
dribbles.
Nah, man.
You know, this is just. I'm
wow.
so sorry. We forgot to bring in this trope. Saddam doesn't know how to act now that it's the debate. You know, the debate is over. Messi is well and truly the greatest of all time. Not that was ever in doubt, but it was in doubt.
Mbappe's coming for it.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to wait 7 years before you have a point to make.
None at all. Because,
Seven.
even if we wait for...
Thank you.
Even the goals.
No,
even
bro,
the goals.
minimum 7 years. He has to win Ballon d'Ors.
Yeah, 7.
Minimum
But
7
he's
times.
But even the goals.
And
Even
this
the
has been my beef with it because he's already not getting the next one. The next
Yeah,
one going to
next one's
Messi.
going
So
to
Messi's
Messi,
going
bro.
number 8.
No, he's
Even
not
the
getting
goals.
it.
And if Messi's getting number
He's winning
8...
Champions League.
even the goals and assists.
Messi is in that
CR7
Champions League team.
and
Messi is not-
have
Wait,
accumulated.
Wait.
No,
Messi-
Mbappe is winning Champions League and Messi.
Even
Messi is
even
not
the
playing
goals,
for-
even the goals and assists, Messi and CR7 have accumulated until today. I don't think we're gonna get that ever again.
Yeah,
No,
because
no,
you know,
no.
it's like you
Mbappe
need a
is-
lot of luck. You need a lot of
Mbappe,
luck.
Mbappe,
Listen,
Hapana Indo na
what
clearing.
you've seen with Mbappe over the last 3 years, even with that stats thing, I remember thinking to myself, Sawa, Mbappe has put up crazy numbers at the age of 23 in comparison to Messi
I've
as
just
well,
checked
right?
it out Zoom. That's what I was checking out on the phone.
Okay.
Mbappe has, I think...
Maybe 100.
No, he has 20-something more goals
than
than
Messi.
Messi at the age of 23, but he's played 40 more games
Okay.
than Messi at that same age.
All right, Sawa.
But
So he has more goals?
Nah,
No,
he has
but
more
also-
goals.
Trajectory. Look at
No,
the
no, no, but-
trajectory,
but
bro.
that's
No,
where the
the
argument
caveat is that he played in fucking Ligue 1, and this guy had to do it in La
Nah,
Liga at
that's
the time.
not
It was
even
the
the
best
caveat.
league in
With the
world.
best team in the world. He had Xavi Iniesta. What do you mean?
no,
But
That's
Barca
what
are
I'm
not the
trying-
best team the whole time Messi has been there. They've
That's-
not been the best team
Yeah,
the whole
that's what I'm
time. They were
trying
the
to say.
best
There's
team
a
for like
caveat
4
Zoom-
seasons
Zoom
only.
you're kind of missing out on. There's certain things when Naim says we're never going to see that again. You're never going to see 100+ goals in a year
Yeah, but
from one player.
Has Mbappe retired?
No, Mbappe hasn't even gotten 50.
Give him
So
time.
how?
He's
No,
23.
at the
So
age
that's a
He's
very good point.
23.
No, 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 no.
Even Haaland is
Messi
flying
had
right
already
now.
scored 40 goals in one season.
Even Haaland is flying right now. There was a stat that he needs to score
No,
in every game week.
No, Haaland, I can score. He can
To
score.
even
to
reach-
match up 40 goals.
Okay,
40 goals a
honestly,
season.
Haaland can score 500 goals in a year and he'll still be below Mbappe. I don't care.
Yeah, that's the fact.
All right, that's your agenda. Like, we're just thinking out of the box here. When we talk about Messi, right? At the end of the day, Messi did it in a bigger league for longer and more consistently. And then the thing is, Messi and Ronaldo have had incredible careers, not only because of the stats, but because they were readily available every single fucking match.
Same as Mbappe.
There was
Mbappe,
something-
no. Again, bro, we need to be fair with our analysis on things, bro. You need to be logical.
Hey, you're being called out, bro.
We've been watching these games.
So kuja uke hapa. I don't like you sitting here.
we know
What is going
we've
on?
seen Mbappe miss multiple.
I think it's the
Yes,
seats, Naim. I used to
think-
blame Naim. It's
It's the seats. It's cursed. No, but just look at it. I mean, the only time I remember for real, like Messi or Ronaldo missing out on a large number of games, Messi like 2 months.
Ankle injury.
Ankle injury, right? We're not looking at knee injuries. We're not looking at none of that shit. Ronaldo, same thing. And the thing is, they didn't even need any time to come back and settle in. Ronaldo comes back. He's seen Messi scored 3 goals. Amefunga zake mbili. Tuendele. He's back in the groove.
That's tumalize. So with conclusion, Messi is the GOAT.
One of the most interesting arguments I had in regards to Mbappe. Fine, na wase walikuwa wanachukia mse sana. J-Boy Threadon was talking about Mbappe's game aging. And that's where the longevity for Messi Kenya anafanya say at 35, what Ronaldo has done till 37, 38. Mbappe's game is predominantly based on speed.
Not predominantly. It's not No, he's not.
What else?
No, listen.
Yeah, but most of these players start that way.
Same as Ronaldo started.
Same as Messi, to be fair.
Yeah,
Yes,
same as Messi.
when you
It's
get
explosive.
old,
Unaona difference.
it's how you adapt when you get old.
Si ati hiyo ndio part inaendelea. So Mbappe's game is predominantly based on speed.
Just like every other young player.
No, not generally just like every other young
Tell
player.
me young player. Any player below 23 who doesn't rely on speed.
I'll give you a Haaland who relies
Oh my
on positioning.
God. Oh my God.
Haaland is fast as
Movement. He's fast as fuck, but he relies on movement, positioning,
and that's
he relies
why.
on
And that's why.
ability than speed.
And that's why.
Haaland isn't running in behind. He's
Haaland
faking that
isn't
defender.
just speed, bro. Come on, you have to look at the strength. This
he's
guy
faking
uses
that
his strength.
Strength. So will he
No,
be strong
Haaland is
forever?
everything. Haaland is
strength,
the guy from
movement.
Rocky 4 when Russia came up with that guy. That's who he is.
But so this was the argument, yeah. Mbappe
Weak so far.
No, just listen.
It's not.
So I haven't really. All I've seen, and that's I even noticed that this tournament, Mbappe is hella dangerous with how France play because they're always playing
Off the counter. Yeah.
So he'll get bare space to run into, and what he usually does before he starts this dribbling guys, chapa mbele, toa defender mbio, right back aizi nifikia. Then when I get the center back coming in, cut in, niweze kumtoa.
They call that the Rashford
Nah, let's not call it that.
So
That's not Mbappe thing,
now I'm
please.
saying that
No.
was
Why?
Rashford was inspired.
Who taught him?
Theo Walcott.
So I'm saying that was.
Theo Walcott taught Rashford. Mbappe is on his own. Theo Walcott runs like
So that was mostly, but so not generally. So hiyo ndio ilikuwa argument yake. If Mbappe, unaona, fine, careers do go forward, but speed guys who affect you sana na shida za muscular problems.
So was Messi. Messi was Messi not the fastest player on FIFA when he was in prime?
Messi has never been the fastest player.
Yeah, but we're not going to
Alikuwa top 3 or not?
Kama alikuwa fast.
I'm going to use FIFA stats. Bro, come on.
Alikuwa the fastest of people
Top 3.
we can't even guarantee that this guy didn't even look in FIFA Ultimate Team of the Week card. You know, he just saw 99. He's like, what? And it's not ingrained in him,
See,
bro.
but so the argument was, can Mbappe be
Your argument is okay,
can
not
Mbappe,
good.
Can Mbappe be able to
It can be
adapt his
better
game?
though.
But also this tournament, we've also seen aspects of his playmaking ability.
Yeah, he's
from
dribbling.
the left.
He's dribbling.
We've seen
Oh
aspects
my
of it.
God.
Not the
We've seen-
dribbling, like he's crossing.
Yeah, we've
through
seen
balls.
aspects of it in terms of the crossing and the through balls a bit. But even when you see it, you can see it's very raw. That's not his natural game.
At 23.
But he can grow.
Yeah, I'm saying that's not his natural
That's
game.
the thing. At the same time, we can't rule it out because Messi and Ronaldo were the same players from 19 till 25.
Exactly.
And then Messi added a different element to his game. Ronaldo added a different element to his
Exactly.
game.
Ronaldo scored
So
more
we can't-
goals.
Now, what
So-
different element?
Wait,
Because
wait,
I'm
wait.
trying
Ronaldo
to
became a top goal scorer. He became the
Number
best
9.
finisher for a long
Yeah,
time. Right?
Messi.
Messi added so many more
Number
things.
10.
He added,
Now, that's what I'm trying to
He
understand
became
because-
more of
Yeah,
a CAM.
he became-
Now, you see-
no,
you
he
see-
even
you see-
played
you see-
false
you-
9 for
even
so
false
long.
9
You
as
see why
well.
I'm trying to understand that?
Yeah.
When was your Champions League final it was in 2008, yeah?
Yeah.
When
That's,
Ronaldo won.
When we won, yeah.
14 years back, Messi was 21. Messi at
Yeah,
21.
that's quick
mathematician.
maths, bro. Me,
Yeah.
I'm not keeping up with
Messi-
that.
and I will believe him.
Nah, bro, see, 2 years, 2 years at 2, na 2 years at 2008 to 10, and then 10 years, it's 14.
Okay.
So, minus 35 minus 14.
Wait. What's 35?
35 is his age.
The actual
Yeah.
age. Mention it.
Yeah, his
Keep up,
actual
bro.
age is
Keep up,
35.
Ahi.
So minus 14 years, he was 21, yeah? At 21, the Messi that played the Champions League final, the Messi that played that season.
He was a dribbler.
The one
on
who
the wing.
skinned ever on the wing.
Yeah, the one who was skinning everyone.
That Messi was a dribbler.
That
That's
Messi,
dribbling by.
that Messi was a dribbler, but
Scored a
that
header.
Messi, yeah, he scored a header, but that Messi was also a playmaker.
No,
at
he was
that
not.
point.
No, he wasn't.
Because, bro, that was the front line for Villa and Pedro. I remember it because that guy was banging them assists for those
It
guys.
was Iniesta and Xavi doing all the work at Kati.
Bro, just check the stats. stats,
No,
bro.
no.
Iniesta and Xavi have stats like Scholes.
Umeongea ukweli mingi. Mwanza uongo. You've said a lot of truth. Now you're saying lie to us.
Mtu anajuanga ukweli anaweza kuja kuambia Xavi na Iniesta hawananga stats.
Cheki umewachanganyisha na hiyo mao, but we're not believing you, bro.
Haina shida.
You try to confuse us with the numbers.
Me just know Messi has been complete for time. He's had 15 years of being a complete player. Ronaldo has had...
Yeah, but how many ball recoveries though?
Nah, bro.
Tuambie. Anyway,
Mbappe kwanza ndio ako chini. Mbappe kwa alikataa kudefend. Theo Hernandez pale tungekuwa na mtu wote wawili hapo. Trent na Salah wing moja.
Anyway, let's finish this off.
Ama Trent na Sancho wanaweza maliza hiyo wing ya Theo na Mbappe.
What are you talking about?
If England
just being condescending.
if England were brave enough. And this goes back to England. You know England could have won this tournament.
Wallahi they could.
Yeah, I know they could.
Because England actually outplayed France vizuri. But wakafungwa tu juu ufala yao.
Yeah.
But if that coach of theirs was clever enough to play the actual players who deserve to play.
Okay.
Attack those guys.
But don't say Sancho.
Nah, the guy tried to stop. Unaona Scaloni's tactics.
Yeah.
That just proved Southgate is a dumbass guy.
Everyone knew that. Where did you
Everyone
know
knew
that?
that, bro. What do you improve?
Alikuwa ameshabit allegations kidogo na kufika finals.
Hata angalia kwa dictionary
finals.
He might
I
have
feel
won.
like with that English team, bro, we could put Brevo's left toe and they would still do enough
To
for
think
a
a
managerial role, man, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't think it takes much to decide between Saka and who's the other, Rashford. You know, it's a clear choice in all over the pitch. It's just somehow we have to give him credit for making Maguire tick. You know, it's like Frankenstein.
He makes Maguire tick, bro.
You know, like Frankenstein, like that monster, right?
Wanafaa make manager United.
Nah, man.
I feel like
Get the best out of Rashford.
I remember last time we did an episode in the studio, when we were outside, we were discussing if this is the best World Cup ever. Naeem, you weren't there, but Saddam, if you recall correctly, Chiari was holding on to golden goals rule back in 2002.
I was holding to 2-2. And
now would you change your mind?
I'll say this was the best World Cup final. For me, the best, and this is just as a fan, and ndio nasema hiyo part ya entertainment. Unaona hii final. If we had golden goal, Messi bangs that goal for the golden goal. Bro, the whole world goes mad.
Yeah, it's true, but then it takes it away from also the Mbappe goal for the penalty, back to 3-3.
And then it takes away the penalty drama.
It takes away the penalty drama, but the drama for that golden goal made the game so tense. Like, I'm telling you, bro, if you sat down and watched Senegal against Sweden, bro, Sweden hit the post. You're like, Africa is out. Africa is out, bro. They go this other side, Senegal attacking, hit the post. Like, goddamn. Every chance the game's about to end. That World Cup had that level of excitement. For me, it's generally the games.
Yeah, golden goals rule change
the knockout stages for the 2-2 World Cup, for me, were better than this World Cup. But the final for this World Cup was the best final
of all time. And the best way to wrap up the tournament.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of weird. It just feels like it's flown by. And now we have to get ourselves ready for the Premier League.
Yo, but let's be a buck. Fuck Sky Sports, bro. If you guys do want to cover the World Cup, you'll have just stayed home.
Wallahi, bro.
Why you
was it Sky Sports or BBC?
Sky Sports, start Kave homie. Msewa Saddam.
Yeah.
Kave anakuja jana, the World Cup. I still hold on to the fact that the World Cup should not have been held in Qatar.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm like, bruh, you guys
I feel like the whole world knows. Everyone understands the agenda of the England and America specifically, because they're the ones who missed out on the last two World Cups, right?
Tuna campaign, bro. 2026 pelekwe Saudi, Iraq, Iran, moja hizo makantri huko.
Tupate mavisa hata sisi tuende tuangalie.
States unless tuanze kuapply sahi.
Wallahi, what you start applying now for you to get
I saw a tweet some players hata watapata visa, bro.
Unafanya application unakadi title deed ban.
Vizuri CR7 na retire mapema huko angeenda.
Wow. Even Thomas Party can't go.
Baby, angebiswalka. Party yake UK.
Bro.
Before we go, fuck Salt Bay, bro.
Yeah, fuck you, man.
Salt Bay.
Why I was touching this thing like it was this size, bro?
Unajua venye ilikuwa imenizamisha? Rawa alikataza kushika kitu. Solskjaer ako huko.
But Solskjaer is a winner in life.
Nah, Messi is a legend.
Bro, it was awkward.
He's a winner in
Awkward as
life.
fuck, bro.
No, Solskjaer has one thing in
Martinez
life.
is
so
What
awkward,
does Raila want?
Ni Lucho ama Licha?
What does Raila?
Licha ameshikilia hiyo
Licha
kitu.
amekata kuiachilia. Solskjaer ivuta tu.
Akaimagia chumvi.
Hiyo ndio chakwa hivi.
That was so cringe. I
Messi
actually wanted to
alijaribu
punch
kuambia
him.
Messi alimwangalia akapinduka. So fuck this thing.
Some people were actually causing issues at why is Messi's wife touching the trophy. I was like, bro, that's the queen of football. She's allowed to do
Mind
anything
you,
she wants,
she also shouldn't touch the trophy, but given the fact that
It's
she's
Messi.
also a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But winners wanakubaliwa.
Hiyo nyumba
We don't
imeshinda.
want to
Kila
lose.
mtu
Yeah, Mateo.
kila mtu hiyo nyumba anaweza shinda.
Mateo can
Hata Aguero sasa
Aguero's, grandson, relax, bro. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let's get those followers up. Let's get those subscriptions up. And we'll see you guys in the next one. The Premier League is back. The table toppers are back. Luis Diaz is out. Harry Maguire.
Usisahau,
Harry Maguire.
Gabi Jesus.
We don't need him. He's not even top scorer, bro.
Hey.
All right, we'll see you in the next one.